What's up, everybody? Josh here. Brand new series I'm starting on YouTube. It's called Genesis Does. It's basically a kind of like how most people are doing with like their NES collection or their Super NES collection. They're doing like a quest to get the last of the games. Well, I was on the YouTube the other day and I hardly see anybody doing anything for Genesis. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new series called Genesis Does. I'm going to try and get the rest of my games from my collection. It'll be a while, but hopefully if I, save up and, keep focus on the Genesis stuff, I should be okay. I'm at 312 out of, let's see, because I'm doing like a selective list. So I'm at 312 out of 550, I believe. So I need like, 238 more games to go, which seems kind of high, but I'm getting there. Anyway, I want to basically what this series is basically every week or so I'm going to try and do a video and get a bunch of games together that I've purchased, whether it be eBay, Amazon, or my local game store, and just like show them, give you like an update like where I'm at. So I actually have a handful of games, and then I got a eBay package today that what the title of the episode's called, Lots O Boxes. I'll tell you what that means in a second. But anyway, the games I got them all from my local exchange. I got about 8 of them the last time I went there, so with this makes my total up to 312. So first game we got is Bubble and Squeak by Sunsoft. I have not yet to play this yet. From the looks of it, it looks kind of like a platformer. If anybody can give me a description of what this is, I have yet to try it out. This next game is not one of my favorites. Terminator 2 Judgment Day by good old Flying Edge. When they made all those interesting, not so good movie titled games. Next game I got is Jewel Master. Now this is kind of an interesting game. Basically, you have 4 rings. They each do different powers. Like one is fire, I think one is like lightning, and you get the idea. It's kind of an interesting like fighting platformer. Next game I got is a fighter game. It's a Weapon Lord. This is kind of an interesting game made by Namco. It's basically a fight. It's like a, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's kind of like, I guess you could say it's almost kind of like Killer Instinct a little bit. Not like entirely or anything like that, but the fighting style is what I'm talking about. These beast character guys, and basically you're just fighting each other for the death and stuff. Pink Goes to Hollywood. Not much to say. It's okay. It's not the best game in the world. You're Pink Panther, and it's basically like a kind of like a platformer, I guess you could say. There's a funny story I got for this next game. The next game I got is Tasmania, complete in box, as you can tell. But what's funny about it is I originally bought this with a different, if anybody can tell me, but there was a different shell, like a different label variant. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but notice how it's set now. The Tasmania is orange. If I could find it really quickly. I have the shell still. And in my pile of if I can find it. Here it is. This is the game that came in it. It didn't work. And I tried everything I could to get it working. I replaced the capacitor. I checked all of the pins for the ROM. I think the ROM just went bad on it, but check out that label variant. It's yellow, and it's smaller. So I don't know if like maybe this came out later, or if I think this is the original version, and I think this one came out like later. Like it was a I almost want to say it was almost like a Majesco release, but not. Because there's like no indication whatsoever on the box stating that it. But the only thing I could tell, maybe it came with a colored manual at one point. Maybe so. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is that that was kind of odd to me that they made that. And this one works now. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. What can I say? It's another Mickey game. It's made by High Tech Expressions, and it's licensed by Disney. So, I mean, it's not too bad. It's interesting. It's, I guess, 5 magical puzzles. So, it's a puzzle game. And then the last game I got, I accidentally bought a second time, but it came in this funky VHS tape case. I don't know why they put it in here. I guess rental. And but it came with a manual, and it's Power Monger. I already own it, so this is the second copy. I'm keeping this one. I'll probably sell off my extra one for whatever purpose. But anyway, and then I'll get to the eBay the box I bought today. As you can tell, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 55 empty cases. I bought this all lot for $40 on eBay. Basically, what I'm going to do is I've already started. You can't really tell, but over here I'll move these out of the way and I'll show you. Basically, I started printing out my own covers. I got a bunch. I gotta cut these ones, and I have a bunch already made up and cut. Basically, I'm going to start putting my loose games in boxes. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I have more games loose than boxed, and at this point in my collection, I'd like to start really finding empty cases or doing what other fellow YouTubers like EdT1138, they buy sports games, take the sports games out, and put their own game in, print their own cover out, and put it on a shelf. Basically, that's what I've been doing and really want to start doing a lot more. That way I can put, sadly, all these loose games. I got a whole drawer full of them. I don't know if you can see that, but a whole drawer full of them, loose games, I have to put in a case. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry this is so short. I got a lot of work to do, cutting these out, putting them in the boxes, and yeah, today was the official day I wanted to start this new series. I figured it's a new way of really cracking down and trying to get these games. I mean, 238 games is a lot to finish my selective list, and then I could say I'm done. I'm done with the system. I'm done collecting for it. I am considering down the line getting repros. Maybe. Depends on how much, because repros, I've seen repros go for anywhere from 25 to 60, and that's good ones. And then there's other ones that didn't have like a second release, and they've been gone up in price, and it's just been crazy. Like the whole retro, scene. Everybody's wanting to collect now, and prices have skyrocketed and everything, and at this point I'm pretty much done with flea marketing and yard sailing, because for Genesis stuff around my area I'm not seeing it anymore. The only thing I'm seeing is like the newer generation game stuff, like 360, PS3, stuff like that. So I mean, if I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do eBay. I know it's not the best way to do it, it's more expensive to do it that way. But if I really want to crack down and get my list done, I guess I'll just have to do that. Save up and just buy the lowest price. May it be cart only. I'm not picky, but like I said, I've had a lot of these loose ones. They don't bother me. I'll get a case eventually. I'll get a manual eventually if I ever come across them or whatever. I'm not that picky, so. Anyway, thank you for episode 1 of Genesis Does.